What's up, Star Child? The band and I are here for your download. We're going to take a look at what's going on in the upcoming energy around a few of the chakra points. I pre-pulled some oracle cards. We have the crown chakra, the sacral chakra, and the root chakra. So these will be labeled by timestamps below. If this is your first time backstage with us, we are really grateful that you're here, and I will see you at your crown chakra. Okay, Star Child, first up we have trusting your inner voice to always guide you correctly here within the crown chakra. So let's see what's going on. If you're not trusting your intuition, if you're not trusting the downloads that you're getting at this time, maybe do some purple flame meditations. We're going to pull a couple of symbols on this, see what's going on in that inner voice, air, transformation, and grounded. Okay, this is good. This is showing me that you're starting to trust yourself. You're starting to trust your inner knowing, your downloads that you're getting, Star Child, moving from air energy into feeling more grounded in spiritual matters, in your higher chakras. What this is telling me at this time is actually your lower chakras are grounded, Star Child, and that has caused a transformation. When the lower chakras are grounded and we're not living in survival mode, it's easier for us to get in the higher chakras. And what I mean by survival mode is in the mind. Okay, so let's take a look at this transformation that you're going through. Tell me about this transformation with the crown chakra. This is card number 19. That's a 10. They told me that there was recently some healing in the sacral that is causing this transformation, opening up your crown chakra. Tell me more about this transformation in the sacral. Look at that, a 10 of Pentacles, justice, Knight of Cups. Beautiful, Star Child, beautiful. You just recently healed something really deep in the emotional space here is what it's showing me, bringing balance. For the root and sacral chakra, Star Child, this is a really good space. Really, really good space. Tell me more about the healing in the emotional space. Tell me more about the healing with the emotional space. 4 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. Oh, this is interesting, Star Child. What they're telling me is that you started holding back your energy around some previous teachings, actually, some previous teachings around the crown chakra and getting downloads from the crown chakra. You really started to understand and develop your own gifts, your own way, how you communicate with Source. Very nice, Star Child. Very nice. Tell me more about this being grounded in your communication with Source. 10 of Wands, the Hanged Man, Temperance. This is so interesting. So what they're telling me, Star Child, is grounded within the root chakra. You went in for a higher perspective about burdens, okay? 10 of Wands is the burdens. Deciding you were done with it. Going into your temperance energy. Balance. The temperance energy is very much the energy of the crown chakra. Part of this was around some form of spiritual teaching. Some spiritual teaching that you felt was keeping you ungrounded. Feels like there was some kind of level of sacrifice or something within this spiritual teaching causing you to be ungrounded about your downloads and confident in your abilities to commune with Source, to work with Source in order to get to this 10 of Pentacles. Tell me more about your temperance energy here. This is really great energy, Star Child. Tell me more about your temperance energy. Three of Swords. Why the Three of Swords? Six of Wands. This is winning the battlefield of the mind, Star Child. If this resonates with you, I can feel that your chakras are fully aligned at this time. That's beautiful. Tell me about this air energy. The Emperor. Yeah, you're balanced at this time. And the Queen of Cups. I love that. I love that, Star Child. There was something that was keeping you disempowered from getting toward your Ten of Pentacles. It was really some form of spiritual teaching, some form of spiritual belief. But now you are well into your intuition. You also understand that spiritual ability, that communing with Source and being in the crown chakra is actually part of what makes you an emperor. Wow, I like this. You're getting lots of downloads. Tell me more about this Queen of Cups. King of Wands, Ten of Swords. Why the King of Wands? Why the King of Wands? Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. It was like, again, this is a repeating message. It was, you put a Ten of Swords in it, but there was something being sold to you about what it takes to be an enlightenment. But it was actually just creating burdens in the mind for you because it didn't resonate with you. But you have put a kibosh to that. This is really great energy. Let's pull a couple of more symbols on this. Let's see what happens here. Great energy, Star Child. You're showing up with a victory within your Ten of Pentacles. Very balanced energy, masculine and feminine. Intuition and logic. Your chakras feel very balanced at this time. Any final symbols for this around the crown chakra? Magic. Making you magical AF. Again, another sign of purple, okay? And water. We had water and air here. I love that. Full moon. What about the full moon? Focus. Focus. This is practical magic, Star Child. You've integrated practical magic into your everyday life to help you focus. Oh, that's the download. This was part of this spiritual teaching, right? That your spiritualism, your abilities as a creator to commune with the divine was separate from the 3D world. But you've turned all of this into practical magic, Star Child. Understanding how it all works together. Beautiful, beautiful energy. We're going to go to the sacral chakra next, if you would like to join me for pile 2. Okay, this is pile 2. This is the sacral chakra. What's showing up in the sacral chakra is grief. There was a loss that hurt the creative energy. It's telling me that this is affecting both the sacral and the root energy. But there's an opportunity to transmute this. It's an opportunity to transmute this grief into something creative, then bringing that sacral fire back. So let's see what's happening here. Let's see what's happening here. Tell me more about what's going on here in the sacral chakra with this grief. The Devil, the Tower, oh wow, and the Two of Wands. Now the opportunity, of course, in the upcoming energy, Star Child, is this Two of Wands. Standing between your two pillars of fire, looking back out at the world. Tell me about this tower that was caused to the sacral energy. The Hermit, the Hanged Man. Wow, okay. That's double introspection here. Okay, 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Star Child, this is understanding. There was a tower that happened here. There was a tower that happened and there was a separation. There was some kind of separation causing grief, sacral energy. But damn, Star Child, when I say you went in and did some work on this sacral energy, you did some work. We have the Hermit and the Hangman showing up, causing a tower. Ooh, this is like re-owning your sacral energy here, because we also have the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles that came out. Ooh, I like this a lot, Star Child, with the Devil card. This is good. This, wow, Zers, this is some serious sacral energy here. This is owning and understanding your sacral energy like you never have before. And it happened through a grief process, understanding the truth about your devil energy with the Ace of Swords. And we go from the 10 of Wands to the 9 of Pentacles. Wow. This was some kind of major belief, Star Child, that was worked out. This tower you caused yourself. I'm totally getting the energy of someone who's really harnessing their sacral energy for the first time in their life here, owning it, understanding the abundance in it, but believed that it was something that you should grieve. Oh, I'm speaking to a feminine energy. We all have feminine and masculine energy. It does not matter what your gender identity is, but there was a belief that really wounded the sacral energy within the feminine energy, which the sacral is feminine. It's the creative energy. And you stuffed that down for a very long time. What caused this tower? Because this was I mean, you go tower, 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, the Devil. It's like that is the comeback of all comebacks here. So tell me more. What caused this tower? Temperance, the Hierophant. You know what's interesting is if you didn't watch pile 1, the around the crown chakra, it was around a spiritual belief too. It was around a spiritual belief that was actually stopping someone from doing practical magic in the 3D. Okay, and it felt very dogmatic in nature, and this is very dogmatic in nature. There was a spiritual belief around being a feminine, around your feminine energy, that literally had your sacral energy grieving. Complete loss of power in the creative space, Star Child. But you put a kibosh to that, like in the most major way ever here. The most major way. Tell me more about this truth with the Ace of Swords. Wow, this is such powerful energy coming off of these cards. Tell me more. You're owning it, Star Child. 4 of Pentacles. Understanding how sacred that energy is, no matter what anyone has to say about it. Okay, tell me more about this truth. And the 6 of Cups. Yeah, this was tied to a past relationship also. There was a past relationship. It could have possibly also been a past life relationship that was tied to these really dogmatic beliefs over here with the Hierophant that was completely squelching your sacral energy. Okay. But you're headed towards the 10 of Pentacles here, and in the most powerful way. There's so much fire energy here. I love this. I love this. And you put a death to something with that Tower card. You just completely put a death to it. All right. What is tell us more about what's upcoming with this. Something's veiled. What's veiled within this sacral energy focus? Cleansing. Courage. Karmic path. Yeah, there was something that was veiled within a karmic path that's tied around this Six of Cups star child. I believe that you already brought this tower down. That's what I'm feeling in the energy. If not, but something about this is resonating with you, it's something to be introspective about. How has your feminine energy been wounded to where it has put the sacral energy in grief, where you feel a complete lack of creativity and sexual energy? Some of you focused on some kind of ritual for this, okay, with the focus and the cleansing card. Actually, something that took a lot of courage to do. It was scary to do because there was an old belief that was still wired in the mind here. This does feel very witchy. This feels like a very, very witchy ritual around that sacred feminine energy. For those of you that have brought this tower down and are owning your devil energy, this is a message from the Horned One. And burned down this karmic path. Got down to the bottom of what was veiled here. You will be living in extreme abundance. Extreme abundance. Owning this energy. Wow. Dig it. Dig it, dig it, dig it, star child. All right, we are going to go to pile 3, which is the root energy next. Let's see what's going on in the root energy. Man, keep putting one foot in front of the other, star child, and creating, because this is fire. Okay, next in the root chakra, we have abundance, knowing that you are limitless in how you are able to manifest in your physical reality. This is the sign of a balanced and healed root chakra. If you just skip to pile 3, I would also suggest that you watch pile 2. Okay, that was around a healing of the feminine energy in the sacral, and it was some seriously powerful energy. Okay, tell me about this abundance. Tell me about this abundance. 2 of Pentacles. This is a balance of masculine and feminine energy. The root chakra is masculine energy. Knight of Pentacles. The Death card. Why the Death card? Okay. This is definitely tied to the last channel that I just did on the sacral energy. There are a lot of illusions here. There's been a lot of illusions around the balance of masculine and feminine energy, that both are not harnessed in the body. What they're showing me is someone who always believed that they needed a masculine, or always believed they needed a feminine outside of themselves, that it was a juggle. This was not something to balance in self, but there was something that was healed with the feminine energy that has you moving towards healing this root energy, understanding your limitless ability to manifest as these become balanced. Tell me more about the balancing and the 6 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh, this is a belief of only being celebrated in shadow feminine energy. Tell me more about this. That would limit the ability to be grounded and manifest through the root chakra, for sure. Tell me more about this. 4 of Swords is something that you've healed about from. 7 of Swords, realizing that that was a lie. It was just simply a lie. These are beliefs that we can be brought up with around gender, around masculine and feminine energy. Someone was operating in this very shadowy, witchy Queen of Wands in reverse energy, believing that that's who they needed to be. This is a very emotionally manipulative energy when it's in the reverse. A lot of times this is using sacral energy as a form of manipulation to acquire abundance, as opposed to creating our own abundance. And someone operated like this for a long time. And I feel like this isn't even out of like malice. It was just, that was the teaching. Okay? This is all these BS Instagram reels on how to get a man, how to use your power to get a man, kind of BS, okay? And this was, and vice versa. And so this was causing some severe imbalance in between the root and the sacral energy. But there's been a death to this. There's been a new understanding. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles. The Sun. Yes, the truth has been illuminated. Understand how well you can manifest. Page of Wands and 10 of Cups. And be in complete emotional fulfillment, in being balanced in our masculine and feminine energy. That how we believed we were supposed to operate in order to manifest by manipulating either the feminine or masculine energy. It's been illuminated that that's BS. And that never leads to this 10 of Cups, this complete emotional fulfillment, because it can't lead to emotional fulfillment in self first and foremost, before then we go out and partner with other people, whether it be in business, intimate partner relationships. If there's an underlying foundation of believing that we need to manipulate others in order to gain abundance, that's a rough karmic path. That's never going to end well. And then when it doesn't end well, we render ourselves powerless and damaging that root and sacral energy. This is someone doing it though. This is someone figuring it out, figuring out how to balance it. And that's why the card of abundance showed up. Tell me more about this truth that's been illuminated with the Sun. The Magician. Understanding you're the Magician. The Magician is Gemini energy, which we know are the twins, which is also, again, the masculine and feminine energy. The balance of that. And having all the tools. Understanding, owning our own power, that it doesn't matter what we forward front identify with in the world. We are magicians. Tell me what else. 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands. I mean, Star Child, turning heartbreak into a larger horizon of our dreams, being able to see the bigger picture, most importantly, the bigger picture of who we are, because that has to happen first. If there isn't that grounding in self and that understanding of who we are and that self-love, which many teachings has told us is narcissistic, is not. There's no level of manifestation and magic and reprogramming of the conscious that will work if we're not grounded in that first. It just won't. We'll always be overly dependent on outside energies and forms of energetic manipulation in order to get the things that we desire. Tell me more about your 10 of Cups here. The 10 of Cups and the Sun. Somebody's feeling very secure at this time. You know, the root chakra has to do with the physiological and safety needs of a human that's been rewired in the brain. Yeah, we have temperance, balance. 2 of Swords. Why the 2 of Swords? The Wheel of Fortune. This balance of the masculine and feminine energy has made someone realize that they can jump on their own wheel of destiny, that they don't need to rely on outside sources to make that happen. Now, do we take people in and partner? Yes. And do we do life with people? Yes. I'm not saying this is not like, I'm not talking about extreme hyper independence here. I'm just talking about someone feeling whole in themselves and secure and grounded in the 3D world and their ability to create abundance and headed towards their path of destiny with that forward facing, which completely changes how we navigate relationships and the types of energies that we attract. Need one more on the Wheel of Fortune. Page of Cups, strong in intuition. Page of Pentacles. Oh, I love that. Star Child. I love that. This is showing me healing of the self through the inner child with the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. This is such beautiful energy. This is the energy of the sun. That's why my face lit up like that, okay? That childlike energy is also on the sun. And it's Leo energy, right? It's strength. It's strength and fortitude. This is going back to who you know you are before this programming started. I dig that. Let's pull a couple more symbols. Nice, Star Child. Oh, okay. We have magic, divinity, and psychic. I love this, Star Child. Lots of purple energy. Okay, this healing of the root and sacral chakra blows that crown chakra right open. And there's this beautiful childlike energy that I'm feeling off of this Page of Pentacles and Page of Cups, which of course makes you more magical and bumps up your psychic powers, Star Child. You're seeing the world through this beautiful, innocent lens, understanding that you're a divine creator. This old belief system, this way of functioning in relationships as a Queen of Wands in reverse, that Hierophant that we saw, those are, you know, that's not us functioning in our divinity as a creator. It's robbing. There isn't power in this, not compared to what I'm seeing in these pages, and the sun, and the 10 of Cups, and the abundance. Beautiful, Star Child. Okay, I'm going to pull some final symbols to pull these all together, because truthfully, these definitely, the crown and sacral and root all had very similar messaging in them. So please give us some final outcome. Can you tell us what's coming up in these spaces? What's coming up in these spaces? Keep doing the glorious work that you're doing, Star Child. This is good stuff. A message of protection. They're telling me if someone's reparenting themselves, like someone's parenting themselves. They understand their ability to protect themselves. Can I have one more, please? Can I have one more, please? Which is critical in the healing of that root and sacral chakra. Yeah, making you grounded. This is very grounded energy, what we saw in both the root and sacral. Give me a few more on these messages, because I feel like these are messages. This is, oh, Giz, so sorry. I feel like this is message from spirit guides here. So let me just clarify this message card. But this is beautiful. This is protection, like you're protecting your soul child. Okay, you're protecting and balancing your masculine and feminine energy, your energetic space, making you feel grounded, which is why we saw both that psychic and magic card. Tell me more about the message here. What's this? I feel like this is a message from your spirit guides. 6 of Cups, 10 of Swords, the High Priestess. The message is, Star Child, that healing the past here and putting it to a close. These ideas of what it is to be a man and what it is to be a woman and how we're supposed to operate in the world in those energies. You putting a 10 of swords in that has made you the high priest or the high priestess. This is power. This is the power of the dark and the light, of the masculine and the feminine, of the sun and the moon. Which is why you're magical AF, and we saw both psychic and magic on this table. Great card to end these readings with, Star Child. Please join us on Substack. We're going to dive into this a little deeper. If you would like any personal services from me, please visit the description box below this video. It has a link to my booking calendars. And I will see you for your next energy check-in, Star Child.